Hey there, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. So, wanted to do a quick video to celebrate the recent 10,000 subscriber milestone that the channel's achieved over these last couple of days. And first and foremost, thank each and every one of you for all of your support over these last 2 years. Obviously couldn't have done it without you, and all of your views, your engagement, your input in the comments, everything that you've done to, kind of play a part in growing this channel. I want to take this time to appreciate you and express my gratitude for, again, all your support in helping me grow and expand it beyond, honestly, my wildest expectations. When I first started this whole deal approximately 2 years ago or so, I gave it one chance in 3 and actually succeeding. And as I've come to learn a little bit more about YouTube, being on the platform as a content creator, I'm starting to suspect that it's very similar to the restaurant industry in that for every, and I'm just going to throw random numbers here, for every 100 new restaurants that open up in a given year, maybe 1 or 2 of them actually make it past that first year in business. And of all of those that actually make it past that first year, maybe 10% of them are turning a profit, or made a profit inside that first year. So I did not think that I'd be here today, and like I said, couldn't do it without all of your help and your support, your likes, your shares, for those of you that have spread the word and sent my videos to your friends or family or colleagues or whatever, associates. Again, extra special thanks to you because you played a role in helping me grow this channel. So want to share a few updates and kind of give you a preview of coming attractions as far as what to expect, and kind of things to look forward to, because we have a lot of exciting stuff that's going to be coming onto the channel, as well as my business in general as it applies to my audience here. So first and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about the types of videos that we're going to be putting out going forward, and maybe even eliminating a couple of types from the queue based on the view counts and impression rates and all that. And for those that are not on YouTube, i.e. you don't have your own channels, views are self-explanatory. The more views you get, obviously the more YouTube kind of shares your videos out beyond just your subscriber base. But I use another term called impression rates, and impression rates are basically the number of views you actually get relative to the number of times YouTube presents one of your videos to a YouTube watcher or consumer at any given point in time. So it's basically a fraction like any other, right? The number of views divided over the number of total impressions or total presentations of your video. And so as it relates to my channel, I have noticed that valve body, disassembly, and assembly videos have a very low impression rate and a very low view count relative to all the other types of videos on there, especially the teardown inspection type footage. So I'm likely going to discontinue filming valve body videos in their entirety, where I'm going from start to finish, disassembling one and then reassembling it once it's ready for putbacks. So the reason being is I want to make sure that I'm delivering content that you guys want to watch and that you get excited about, and then when you see a new video pop up on the screen, you click on it and you watch it, versus kind of you scrolling right on past. And so to give you an example of what I'm referring to specifically, my TH475 rebuild series, it included a valve body disassembly and a valve body assembly video. And at the time that I started to release that particular series, I think I had roughly 4,900 or 5,000 subscribers. And when I put out the disassembly valve body video, I think it took something like a week to get 100 views, and it doesn't have much more than that now. And so that's kind of a less than optimal return on investment in terms of the time it takes to shoot the video and then cut it, edit, and ultimately publish it. So same with the reassembly video, similar numbers there. So I think what I'll do instead is focus on like specific topics when it comes to valve bodies, show you a particular tip or trick, or something that you need to be aware of in terms of either pattern failures or common symptoms associated with valve bodies for given transmission. And that's how I'll approach that. And those videos will not be nearly as long. They'll be more like something like 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll focus on one particular aspect of that valve body so that you have some good actionable information to take away to either try and diagnose a drivability symptom or problem you're having with your transmission, or just simply give you some quick insight from either a disassembly or assembly, so that you can apply it directly, and at the same time not have the entire procedure shown. Now, if that's not something that you'd want me to do, let me know in the comments, but I'm not gonna lie, I'd have to see view counts for valve body disassembly, reassembly videos rise up pretty significantly, to be kind of on the level with the rest of my stuff to continue to justify making and publishing them. So anyway, with that said, some of the other kind of videos that we're going to focus on, or we're going to continue to produce assembly series videos, so all the different transmissions that I build, and based on the different profiles or build strategies, I will look to produce assembly videos showing you every detail, every procedure, and everything that you have to do from start to finish to rebuild a transmission successfully. So that's not going to change. Also be looking to do more thematic videos. So in other words, you've already noticed on the channel we have been calling autopsy on a transmission, and it'll be a particular type of failure mode that we'll focus on in those type of videos. And one of the things that I've seen just over the years watching transmission teardown and inspection videos on YouTube is that almost nobody, if not nobody, I don't remember seeing anyone else do this, to where after they do the initial teardown inspection, they kind of bring you back at the end of the video and do kind of a deep dive forensic examination of the parts once they're all cleaned up. So I think that's one space that's kind of underutilized and a little bit underrated, because I've always believed that you do your real inspection after the parts are cleaned. You don't do it before, because there's nasty dirty fluid everywhere, there's grime, it's you're just trying to get through the teardown so that you can clean up and then get everything washed and cleaned, and then at that point you have a much better view of potential concerns when you're looking at your parts to see if they can be reused or if they need reconditioning or they're straight up garbage and need to be replaced. So we're going to continue with those and expand that series to a multitude of different makes and models of transmission. I've been focusing primarily on 4L60Es and 700R4s, but we'll, like I said, get into Fords, and that's the other thing that I want to do, is expand the scope and depth of my coverage for Ford and Dodge transmissions. So going forward, you're going to see more Ford units. I'm going to look into getting some more C4 work coming in. E4Ds, 4R100s, 5R110s, the 4R70, 75Ws, AODEs, AODs, and the like. And I may even expand into front-wheel drive transmissions, although that's a little bit less certain at this time. And the same story goes with Dodge units. Like I've not done 5R45, 68 RFEs, and similar units that are a little bit newer than the 4-speeds and the 3-speeds. So you can look forward to that. And for those of you that are Ford and Dodge fans, you'll have more content to view on the channel. The other type of video that I'm going to start doing, and this I don't think I've seen too much of, if at all, is what I call junkyard teardowns. And so I go to about 3 or 4 different salvage yards here where I live, and they're great because they allow you to just go throughout the yard, pick and pull all your own parts, and spend as much time as you want, as long as it's done during their normal operating hours. So you have complete freedom to do whatever you want. And so what I'm going to be doing is, for any transmission that I want to get into but have not gone hands-on yet, had not had the opportunity to work with, I'm going to be looking for those particular units, and I'll take one down and I'll film it. It'll be like, hey, I'm exploring this for the first time, and if you're not familiar with this particular type of transmission, you're going to be seeing it apart for the first time too. So we'll be digging into it together and kind of engaging in that discovery process. And these will be transmissions that I'm completely unfamiliar with. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking during these particular videos, because there's not much that I can tell you other than maybe what little upfront research that I've had the opportunity to conduct. And I don't know which transmissions I'm going to be looking for or what's going to be available, so it'll be a spur of the moment kind of deal. So those are kind of exciting, very interesting, spontaneous, and You may see me fumble around or make mistakes or, trying to figure something out, but it will give both you and I a good idea of what we would be working with in the event either of us had to work on one of these transmissions for real. And I'm a huge believer in junkyards as incubators for experimentation and for discovery, because they're, a safe environment for you to make mistakes and for you to learn things, and then for you to apply those learnings so that when you do it for real on your own vehicle, you already know what to expect. You've gotten that hands-on experience with that particular job or procedure, and it doesn't necessarily strictly apply to only transmissions. I mean, it's anything to do with auto repair. So if you need to go out and do a water pump job because yours failed, then maybe it's later model vehicle or just something that you're not familiar with, you can go right to the junkyard for a like-kind vehicle and perform the job there and learn everything you need to know. Whatever special tools that you're going to need, you'll discover that at that time too. And you've de-risked your project significantly by doing so. All right, I'm also going to be renewing and expanding my focus on diagnostic and troubleshooting videos. So we have the GM6L diagnostic and troubleshooting series. I mean, that's supposed to be like an 8 or 9 video series, and I think I have one on the channel right now. So I'm going to be finishing up the rest of that series and publishing it, so I'm excited about that. And then we'll expand that to some of the other GM, Ford, and Dodge units that I frequently see. So look out for those. And then I will also do a similar thematic kind of video set that focuses on common problems. I already have a few videos out now, and we'll continue to produce them, and they will be, I don't want to say less detailed, but they won't be nearly as long, because they're going to focus on one particular problem or very, very closely related problem set with a specific transmission or family of transmissions. And we'll give you really good, actionable, substantive information packaged very concisely, so it focuses on that one problem and then a set of solutions for it, along with a means to diagnose and troubleshoot it to confirm or deny that that problem is applicable to whatever it is you have going on with your vehicle. So that kind of rounds out what I have on the docket as far as video priorities. So one more actually. I'm gonna do more tools, special tools and general tools, including a video on getting into the transmission building industry, tools of the trade. I have some videos that kind of go over tooling specific to one particular transmission or another. This video will cover kind of like a general tool set that you need to have if you're going to start building transmissions, and these for folks that are either thinking about getting into the industry or strongly considering tackling their own DIY job. So if you have a vehicle, you're having transmission troubles and you're kind of on the fence, okay, I want to try to tackle this myself, I want to do it myself, but I'm not sure what all tooling I need and what resources I need to have handy and what I need to be aware of in general when it comes to approaching a transmission rebuild project. This video will kind of lay all that out for you. All right, so the other thing that I may do is start showing some manual transmission work. I don't do it a lot, but you may see that toward the end of the year, early next. I got to rebuild my transmissions, my Trans Am's T56. So those are very complex and kind of ornery units, and so I will probably film that and post that to the channel as well, or any other manual transmission I get in the meantime. All right. Last thing that I will touch on when it comes to videos and as far as themes is I will do a video on how to ask for help on internet forums. One thing that I've noticed now, being active on several auto repair related forums as it relates to mostly GM cars and trucks, is that a good many folks don't quite seem to know how to ask for for help. In other words, they don't know what information they should be including. It seems like they have some challenges framing the question and presenting the facts of the case in such a way that it, enables subject matter experts or other, responders to quickly understand what they're trying to communicate and what the problem is, the nature and the scope of the issue, so that, they have to spend a lot of additional posts back and forth to try to tease all that information out. And this could take many forms. Some posts don't have enough information. Some posts have way too many, way too much content, and you're trying to sift through what's important, through all the noise or whatever. So I think I'll do a video or two on how to do that. And the one thing I will say straight away, so that there's no misunderstanding, is that I actually don't see that at all on my channel here. The folks, you guys that watch, to whatever degree of regularity, for those of you that pose questions, all of you do a very, very good job of presenting your question, in that I really don't have to ask much in the way of follow-ups, if at all. Most of the time I can answer it just as it's written, and you have the information you need. So kudos to all of you for doing such a great job. And I would say that the folks on here that that are interactive, that are frequent commenters, that do ask questions, you guys are definitely above the bar when it comes to that, relative to other YouTube channels and videos that I watch. I mean, I see kind of the same recurring themes that I do on the internet forums, in terms of people asking questions and, it's way too much information, or they're not giving you enough information, or the wrong information. So, big ups there to all of you. I'm proud to say that that's not an issue here on the channel, but I do see it on the internet forums, so I want to help folks out there. And at the same token, I'm not going to lie, maybe drive some of that traffic that's on there to this channel, so that there's, kind of an exchange of viewership and consumption back and forth between those two groups. All right, so let me touch on, feedback, input, and engagement in general in the comments section. So first and foremost, again, want to thank all of you for your engagement. I have what I'm blessed to say, a very, 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 very good engagement, subscription and viewer base. You guys do an outstanding job. I mean, I'm really thankful for all your comments, your feedback, your input. And I want to take a few moments to recognize that. And in particular, I will say this. One of the things that I was a little concerned about before starting this channel was whether or not I would get trolls. Folks that just come on and for no reason at all, try to tear you down, rip your channel, say just derogatory and worthless things that do nothing but spread negativity. And I will say I am very, very pleasantly surprised in that I've only actually had to ban 3 individuals. That's 3 individual user IDs, for lack of a better term, in my entire 2+ years of having this channel on the platform. One of my cousins has one of the largest Philly sports talk YouTube channels on YouTube, period. And he has well over 100,000 subscribers. He's putting videos out constantly, and the amount of views he gets is just obscene. And one of the things he told me is that just be prepared for getting folks that come on into your comments section and just take a shit in it. You're gonna get trolls, and when you do, just don't get down there in the mud with them. Don't engage. If it becomes a problem, simply ban them from the channel. And so I was like, all right, a little apprehensive, but I just figured, okay, I'll cross those bridges when I come to them. But fortunately, I haven't had to deal with that too much. Like I said, only 3 folks. Everyone else that's commented, even folks that maybe have spread, what I will call misinformation, or just simply the information is not accurate, or what they're posting is not correct. Even those folks, that's okay if you state something and it's not exactly quote unquote right. it's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm a hawk when it comes to my comments, and I'm always watching, and I get notifications. So I respond relatively quickly. I try to respond within 48 hours of all comments where a response is either asked for or warranted. And so I'll be quick to kind of clarify or course correct or whatever the case may be. And and like I said, I don't hold it against that particular commenter unless they turn into a troll, and it becomes less about trying to spread and propagate knowledge and more about them just being an asshole. So again, big kudos to all of you guys. You've been great. And to further kind of expand upon that, I'll circle back to different types of videos that I'm going to be doing. One of those video themes are going to focus on your input, your suggestions, and your tips and your pointers. So I download all my comments and I have them on a spreadsheet, and I have the name, your user ID, and the specific input, along with the transmission and video that the comment was made on. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing videos that, as each of you, especially those that are fellow builders, provide tips and pointers and input, I will do separate videos recognizing those tips and those pointers and verbally giving you credit during the video, so that you get to see your own contributions re-manifested in a video, and you get credit for those. So one of the reasons I started this channel was to kind of make it a quote-unquote center of excellence for transmission building, knowledge sharing place where everybody can come together and provide contributions for the betterment of the community. So whether you're an experienced builder to someone that's just starting out, to someone that's just simply interested in learning more about these things, even if you have no intention of touching them yourself. It's a great continuous 360 input and feedback cycle that I want to continue to engender and foster. So look out for those. I'm going to prioritize and try to get my first one of those type of videos on the channel within the next month or so. All right. So as a given YouTube channel grows and expands and it reaches a certain scale, one of the benefits of having that scalability and reaching that threshold is being able to partner with different organizations, companies, entities within either the industry or that space, or whatever that genre or topic is, to further not only spread your own base of knowledge and those of your viewers and subscribers, but at the same time give something back. So as that applies here, obviously with transmissions, one of the most common questions that I get on the channel is about where you, the viewer, can buy certain tools, parts, kits. What are the best kits to buy? What kits are the right ones for my application, my year, make and model of vehicle and transmission? What parts are available for like a high performance or heavy duty type application? And most importantly, who in the industry is trustworthy, right? I don't want to lay out $300, $400, $500 or more and then never receive what I paid for, or receive and it's all damaged, and the company or reseller or whatever doesn't do anything about it. Now, up until now, I've been directing people to eBay or to TransStar or other places, and that's simply because I haven't set up any affiliate marketing agreements, nor have I carved out any kind of what I'll refer to as influencer spaces on platforms like Amazon or eBay, or some of these other places where you have entire marketplaces and economies coming together buying and selling. So one of my priorities is to set up affiliate marketing agreements whereby I work with trusted suppliers that sell parts, tools, kits, high performance stuff, manuals, anything to do with transmissions, and have an agreement with these firms to give all of you a discount by entering one or more discount codes, and the exact numbers I don't know yet. That'll have to be worked out, but the idea is to give you a safe place to purchase these things so that you can quickly get access to what you need, preferably in like a one-stop shop type format, and at the same token save a little money versus what you would pay as a normal retail consumer. So that's going to be dovetailed with the development of my website. I will I'm going to start with that, and I'm hoping to have something up and running and live in the late summer, early fall, so that there is a way for each of you to contact me outside of YouTube if you need to, whether it be to, request transmission service or talk in depth about a particular problem, such that just, interacting in the comments is just simply not sufficient, or there's a more appropriate forum for you to communicate with me and have me help you. So you'll have that. That'll be another place to kind of come together, and also at the same token, I'll have plenty of my own videos there, and it'll be organized in a way that you can readily access the content you need. So look out for that. And then the third kind of related thing that I'm excited about is going to be subscriber giveaways and contests. So again, this comes with the territory. When a channel gets to a certain scale, these sorts of things can begin to enter the picture, and I'm really excited about being able to do that. Exactly how the contest will run, into what frequency and cadence, and what the prizes and awards will look like, I'm still in the very infancy of working that all out, but be on the lookout for more information. I will do at least, at minimum, one video on it, probably a series of videos for each contest, so that everybody is aware of it, is adequately socialized, and what to expect and how to participate. And that's going to dovetail with the launch of the website. I mean, I don't know that I can do it without the website. I'm going to need my website to be active in order to hold these contests, because YouTube doesn't really provide you a means to do that, and that makes sense. It's not the intent of the platform. So anyway, I can't say it enough. I am so grateful for all your viewership and your support. And I know I have that Buy Me a Coffee link out there on my homepage on YouTube, and for those of you that purchase coffees for me, extra special thanks and kudos to you. I really, really, really appreciate it, because I don't know what I would do without my coffee. I mean, I'm a huge coffee nut. Frankly, if someone told me, no, you can't drink coffee anymore because of X, Y, Z, I mean, you might as well just lower me into the ground. So, big thank you. And that's exactly where that money goes, to be honest with you. I buy coffee with it. So, very grateful for all of your support, for all of your contributions. And like I said, I don't expect anything from anybody in particular other than just watch my videos. You watch my videos, you're supporting me, and that's really all I ask. Everything else you do above and beyond that is literally icing on the cake. And so, again, extra special thanks. It's something that in my generation, we didn't have, this kind of digital media landscape and multimedia, interactive, web-based kind of, economy. So it's something relatively new to me, but certainly not new to folks born, say 10 years after me and younger. And so I'm incredibly grateful for all of your, all of your engagement and involvement in this growth and development process here on YouTube and ultimately elsewhere. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. Almost coming up on a half hour. It's a little bit longer than I anticipated, but again, I wanted to make sure I gave you guys a good substantive update. So for those of you that have been with me since the very beginning, for a year or two, thank you so much for all of your patronage. And for those of you who have just joined the channel or recently became a subscriber and or a viewer, welcome aboard, and thank you again. Every single one of you, I am extremely grateful for everything that you do when it comes to spending your time on my channel. So until we meet again, thanks so much. Be on the lookout for all those things I mentioned. There's a lot to look forward to. I'm very, very excited about what the next couple years and beyond are going to bring us. And I will try to do these kinds of updates, probably roughly every 10,000 subscribers, or if there is something specific I want to, bring to the channel's awareness, then, I'll do a video on an ad hoc basis as needed. But, look out for general updates and the cadence, roughly one every 10,000, sub milestones or so. All right, that about does it for me here. Again, enjoy the rest of your day or evening. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.